This is a quick walkthrough of climbing Snowmass Mountain in one day. And yes, I'm going to be using an AI voice for the remainder of this walkthrough.
I failed this mountain a month and a half before I did it in a day. I thought backpacking up to the lake in late May would be the move. However, it was extremely slow going due to the copious amount of snow still present the last 1.5 miles to the lake. I actually passed a group that started 3 hours before me because they post-holed the whole way there. The next morning, I turned around 400 feet and 0.2 miles away from the summit due to snow on the other side of the Scramble Ridge. In my assessment, there wasn't enough snow for crampons or an ice axe to stick in, but enough to cause things to be slippery. In hindsight, taking the ridge direct would have been the better option, as it would have lessened the amount of time on that rock. Anyways, that trip was enough to convince me that I'm done hiking spring 14ers without trip reports. I decided the best move for me was to do it in a day, so I set off at 1 a.m. on July 5th. Night hiking was fine until reaching the willows on the left side of the lake. There's one perfect route that goes through there, and it goes up from the lake shore. Next, you'll reach the rocky gully. Be sure to watch for cairns and take a defined trail that parallels the drop-off of the ridge. Find the point where you cross the stream and get to the right side instead of going up this steep, loose rock at the top of the gully. Very good trail will lead you up to the Snowmass. Walk the Snowmass until deciding if you want to do the standard route or ridge direct. I opted for standard on the way up. The last pitch of this gets very steep, and I would recommend microspikes and an axe at a minimum. Otherwise, crampons will be a lot more helpful. Then you'll gain the ridge, go through a notch, and if you listen to the 14ers website, you can go up this dirty, loose gully and then find your way to the summit. On the way down, I kept high on the ridge and opted to take the ridge direct down. If I was to do it again, I would have taken the ridge direct up too. Get down to the lake, retrace your steps, and congratulate yourself on a big day.